Good afternoon, YouTubers. Welcome back. I'm doing historical castles and royal residences, that sort of thing. And today we're at Inverness and we're going to fly down to Edinburgh. And we're going to take a look at Edinburgh Castle before landing at Edinburgh. But on the way, I intend to find a place called Kinross. I think it's called Kinross. And there's a lake there. And there's a castle on an island where Mary, Queen of Scots, was held prisoner for a wee while. So, without further ado, let's get going. I'm going to take off from the intersection today because I don't need to use the whole runway. It's quite a short takeoff and landing aircraft, as you know. I would normally backtrack all the way to the end. Give myself a bigger safety envelope margin thing. I'm just going to go from here. Okay, flaps are set, air brakes are in, nozzles are set. Fuel is 3275, that's sufficient to get to Edinburgh. Lining up at the intersection. Controls, we have full and free movement, don't have any warning signs. Flaps are set, water's off. We're away. We are airborne, warning signs none, gear up, nozzles up a little bit, flaps up, accelerate to 300 knots, 300 knots, power down, trim. Heading for Inverness now, so we're going to take a left. Nozzles can come up. We've still got overcastness, but we can blow over the top of that if we have to. Get our course. Let's have a quick look at the Battle of Culloden. There we are, over there. If anyone's a Highlander, Outlander fan, they'll be familiar with the Battle of Culloden. The last battle for the crown on British mainland that was just fought right here. There's the visitors centre there. And that is the Battle of Culloden site just there. It's also a graveyard, so nice. But if you're into that sort of thing, it's well worth a visit if you ever come to Inverness. Right, 180, we are motoring across the sky. I'm looking for 450-ish knots, trim down. Let's reduce the power a little bit more. Out there, trim. There we go. That should do it. Wind farms. Trying to avoid wind farms. After I get to Edinburgh, I'll be doing the William Wallace Memorial in Stirling Castle next, I think. Yeah, islands in the middle of lakes. Good defensive position. People used to build castles. They used to spend ages rowing out to the island with blocks of stone to build the castle. They're always raiding each other back in the day. The clans, they were always striving for superiority, I suppose. Nice wee whiz in the Cairngorms. Okay, just a quick check. Air brakes are in, flaps are up, nozzles are up. Fuel is 2975. No warning signs. Everything's looking good. There we go. Sky's looking a bit clearer. Further south we're getting. Doesn't take long for the weather to change in this town, in this country, I can tell you. Things change quite rapidly, in fact. And we'll try and do it all low level VFR if we can. That means visual flight rules. Don't want to be flying on instruments above cloud, that's really, really boring. It's much more fun down here. The top rudder there, stop the nose from going down. Now where are we going to go? This looks a bit sticky. Go that way. Yes. No. For 90, we're going a little bit fast. Let's take the valley. .40, that's good. Heading's good. Go that way. Ooh, a lot of G there. Ooh, a bit of over G. Can damage the aeroplane if you pull too hard. Alpha can increase massively, one of your wings can stall, so you really don't want to be pulling too hard. So it made me laugh when I watched Top Gun 2 with Maverick and he was doing Mach 4, 4.5 and he was pulling G in a turn. I thought, why? Okay, 519, we need to alter course, so we need to come round to starboard about 90 degrees. Where the terrain will let us, if we can keep low. It's a good heading. I'm not seeing any valleys that we can use here, so we'll just go over the top. Unless there's a bit of a valley just here. Not really. Would have been better just going over the top. Incidentally, all the clips you saw in the trailer for Top Gun 2 Maverick, that was pretty much the film. all the best shots. It wasn't like, oh, this is what the film's like. That they were the best shots in the film. Whoa. Now I did look for Glamis Castle, which is the home of Cookie, the Queen Mother, but it's not featured, or it wasn't featured on Orbex unless they've updated it. So we won't bother with that one. We'll just do the little castle at Kinloss. Kinross, was it? I can't remember. Right. So I'm now looking for the big estuary near Dundee. The Tay, is it the Tay? And then we'll cross the Tay and we'll be in Fife, the Kingdom of Fife. And then we will look for our big lake with the island in the middle and a castle, which was the place where Mary, Queen of Scots, was held prisoner. She was, of course, the mother of she was the mother of King James VI of Scotland, who later became King James I of England. And yes, he was a Catholic, and that's what caused all the problems, really. No, it wasn't his fault, really. It was Henry VIII's fault, if you ask me, because Henry was a Catholic. Oh dear. It's a big, long, complicated story. You'd have to look into it. But in brief, he fell out with the Pope, became a Protestant, and had all the Catholics burned. And yes, it went from bad to worse from there. Field 2225, no warning signs, everything's looking good. Should see the Tay estuary as we come over the top of this hill, I hope. Yes, I think that's it there. So that means Dundee is off to our left. Perth is off to our right. St Andrews, of course, down off to our left. The golf place. If I'm in the right place. Up the estuary, get a position fix. I may have come out a bit further east than I wanted to, in which case I'm to the east of Dundee. In which case St Andrews is over there, the golf place, and Luca. Okay, I'm looking for a bridge now, 2 bridges. Gosh, let's say that's Fife over there. Yeah, so I'm too far east. This is Dundee. And there's the road bridge across to Fife on our left. Perth is ahead of us, quite a bit ahead of us. This is Dundee. Right, let's gain some altitude now, get a position fix on Kinross, I think it's called. There's the railway bridge, that's the famous bridge that fell down and the train went into the water. There's the airport over there. And this place where Mary Queen of Scots was held prisoner, that is just north of Edinburgh. So coming round now, let's hold that heading there. There's a U-bend at the end of this river with an island on it. That goes round to the right towards Perth and Scone. Remember the stone of Scone? Scone? Right, so where I need to be looking at is over here somewhere. I'll try and get a bit of altitude up so I can get a position fix. It's much easier to navigate higher up than it is lower down, unless you're dead reckoning with a heading and a stopwatch. Okay, roll out, looking for hills. There's some hills there. Yeah, I think that's where I need to be. Fuel 1900, all looking good. Two castles to go. So I'm looking for hills and a big lake with two islands in the middle of the lake, which I think should be on the other side of these hills, if I'm in the right place. Visibility's a bit crap. Okay, we've got one island in the middle of that lake, but I don't think that's the right place. How do we go? Lake ahead. Okay, slow the bed down. Right, the big island over there, that's not it. There was a ruins of an old abbey or something on there. Nozzles down, nozzle braking. This island, right on the nose. This is where the castle is, where Mary, Queen of Scots, was held prisoner, in case she escaped. Bit heavy actually for hovering, but we'll get a quick look at the castle. There you go. There it is, that's the one. You can actually visit it. There is a boat that runs out from over here somewhere. Big stately home. Right. Boom. Nozzles up. 180, let's go to Edinburgh. 180, roll out. And this is the main road to Edinburgh. Should bring us to the big bridges. Over the Forth. Visual on the bridges. Okay. Now, the bridges have got Edinburgh Airport on the other side of these bridges. I'll just show you the aircraft carrier. The Prince of Wales, which should be at the dockyard here. In fact, we'll come and land on that. It's that or Edinburgh Airport. I think that'll be more interesting. So we'll come back and land on this very soon after we've checked out Edinburgh Castle, which is over there. This is the Prince of Wales, the new aircraft carrier. This is Rosyth, I think. submarines and things in there. Look, there's the aircraft carrier. Cool. Right. Follow the coastline over the bridges. There's 3 bridges there now. This old bridge at the end, the last one, that's the 4th bridge, the one they never stop painting. It's an ongoing job. There's a phrase in the UK, it says like painting the 4th bridge. You never finish painting it, you just start again when you're finished. Old town of Edinburgh coming up, city of Edinburgh I should say, coming up on the right hand side here. Edinburgh. We'll do a bit of nozzle braking and then we'll round the castle and then we'll go back and we'll land on the Prince of Wales 1550. That's plenty of fuel. Hope to land with about 1,000 if my fuel management skills are good. Right, Edinburgh Castle just coming up, slightly off to the right. Bit of nozzle braking now. Slow the bird down. 270, 250. I'm going to put the gear down, otherwise the warning bells will go off. Trim, 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 trim. $119. That's good. I'll have to talk to Edinburgh Airport, of course, tell them what I'm doing. So, what are you doing, you damn fool? Sorry, luckily here we are. This is Edinburgh Castle where they do the tattoo. If I ever go to Edinburgh, I'll get a tattoo. I've never had a tattoo. But they do really good tattoos, apparently. Look at that. Edinburgh Castle. That's great. I did try to land on that flat bit there, but I went right through it. Apparently it's not really that solid. Okay, so we'll increase our speed now. Pull the wheels up. Nozzles up. And let's make for the Prince of Wales. Let's look at the castle. So if we go right up this river beyond the Prince of Wales and the bridges, we come to the first bridge, which is called Stirling Bridge. Battle of William Wallace. Remember Mel Gibson? Yeah. The narrowest point they built a bridge, and that was Stirling Bridge. There's the runway at Edinburgh Airport, just there. So it's good that we spoke to them, otherwise they'd have airliners swerving around in the sky. Okay. Landing on an aircraft carrier, this should be fun. Okay, nozzle braking. Air brake extended. Flaps. Looking for 250. Gear down. Gear in transit. Gear down, we have 4 greens. 120, a bit of a left rudder there to bring us around. Nozzles. And we're clear to land on the Prince of Wales aircraft carrier. So your time G fuel 1075. So I was hoping for about 1000. So fuel management isn't that bad. Now the Brits have this technique of hovering alongside the carrier so that if you have an engine failure you just go into the water without getting run over by the ship, that sort of thing. Makes sense really when you think about it. Okay, nozzles to bit of power loss there. Looking down instead of out the window. So yeah, the trick is with this is come up alongside and sort of sort yourself out, get yourself all squared off and matching the speed of the ship, which in this case is 0. Not very good effort. G, come on, get a grip. That's it, and then once we're all settled down and sorted out, going backwards, nose down a bit. There we go, there we go. Focus. There we go. Tip the aircraft to the right and she'll come in sideways. And the trick is to land it on this line. Not slam it into the deck, you got to put it down gently. It costs a lot of money, these aeroplanes, you know. And try and get it on the line. Boom! Welcome to Edinburgh. Her Majesty's ship, the Prince of Wales. So, yeah. Fuel 750. So I used a little bit more fuel than anticipated there because I was faffing around trying to get it in properly. Okay, thanks for watching.